Morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Welcome to Last Drafts Baseball's live commentary of the DuPont Professional Baseball League. Today, we are going to be doing the second game of the series between the Hawks and the Lions, as this game is going to go off at the Belluna Dome in Saitama. As last night, it was a victory by the Hawks to open up the series, and the Lions are looking to get even here with this one here tonight. It is going to be the top of the first inning, and we're going to get this one going here in just a couple moments. We'll give you the lineups as we are getting this one underway, as Chihiro Sumida is ready to go. He'll be facing Yukio Shudo, Kenta Imamiya, and Yuki Yanagita to get things rolling here in the top of the first inning. So we'll get this one underway. We'll give you the starting lineups as we can do that here. The first pitch of the ball game is a fastball taken for a called strike at the knees. The count is 0-1 to Yukio Shudo. Shudo's batting .319 on the year with no homers and a couple RBIs. As the pitch is a breaking ball that misses down, they appeal over to the third base umpire, but they say that Shudo didn't go, and it's going to run the count even at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Shudo. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Sumida rocks into the windup and delivers. A fastball swung on. It is lifted into shallow center field, and this ball is going to drop in for a base hit. The center fielder, Junichiro Kishi, looked like he may have had a beat on it, but that ball drops in for a leadoff single, and Shudo is aboard here with the runner at first and nobody out in the top of the first inning. Our friend Living Room Sports says, RIP to Arenthal James. Hope you're scoring touchdowns in heaven. Of course he is. So that's going to bring up Kenta Imamiya to the plate. Imamiya batting .306 with a couple of homers and 4 RBIs. Left-hander Sumida checks the runner at first, and he throws over to first, and getting back easily in time is the base runner Shudo. Shudo this year, 5 stolen bases. He leads the league, leads the Pacific League in stolen bases so far, as the lefty works himself to the set position. He checks the runner, but now he kicks and delivers. It's a breaking ball that misses up and away, and it's going to be 1 ball and no strikes to Imamiya. So the lineup tonight, Shudo, Imamiya, Yanagita, and then it'll be a Yamakawa, Kondo, Walker, Kurihara, Kai, and Makihara batting here for the Hawks in the top of the first. Fox 12 jumps in, wanted to know who the starting pitchers were. If you look on our community page, we've been posting up our picks. Would have given you the answers to your questions. Each day we pop those up there. We sent them up earlier today. We put that in the spot there, let you know who the starters are. But Fox 12, glad you're with us. That last pitch misses up and away to Imamiya, and it's 2-0. So here comes the 2-0 offering to the shortstop of the Hawks. Pitch on the way, fastball swung on, belted into deep left field, moving back onto the warning track and making the catch. Or did he? We're going to see if he hauled it in or if that was dropped on the exchange. We'll see what happens here. Looks like Franchi Cordero is going to get recorded that as an out. And he dropped the ball on the warning track, but retreating back to first base was the runner Yukio Shudo. So that's going to go in the books. It's going to be a transfer that he dropped the ball. Out for out number 1 is Imamiya. Staying at first is Shudo. Cordero can be a little bit of a loose cannon out there in left field. His defensive play is not the best. We witnessed some of that earlier in the exhibition season. Just his roots to the ball are very, very adventuresome. So here comes the lefty Yuki Yanagita to the plate. And instead, Sumida throws over to first, and diving back in time is the base runner, Shudo. Yanagita hitting .293 on the year. He's got a homer and 10 runs batted in. He is playing like a young Yanagita. As the lefty, Sumida checks the runner, and again he throws to first base, and again diving back in time is Shudo. Be on the air again tomorrow night as the Marines and the Eagles will take up our time. We're anticipating tomorrow. We haven't seen the starters yet named for tomorrow's action. We are anticipating probably Roki Sasaki for the Marines. There's a fastball that misses up and in, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes to Yanagita. Usually around this time is when they will announce the starters for tomorrow. And in fact, they have announced the starters, and it is going to be Roki Sasaki for the Marines. And he'll be going head-to-head against Fuji. So Masaru Fuji for the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles. So come on back tomorrow. There's a fastball. It's taken for a called strike. Off goes the runner down to second. It is picked by the shortstop Genda well in front of the base. But Shudo's going to get himself a stolen base. That's going to be number 6 on the season. And Shudo made it in there well in time. Koga a little disappointed. So Shudo now at second base. The last pitch to Yanagita was a called strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Yanagita. Shudo now at second with 1 gone. And don't sleep on Shudo here, because off the lefty, he may want to think about taking third. Here comes the pitch. Off in the secondary lead goes Shudo, but it's a fastball swung on and fouled away down the first base line. The count is now 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the first inning, Hawks and Lions at the Balluna Dome. Healthy crowd here tonight, or this afternoon Japan time. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. As the lefty works to the set, checks the runner at second, and now kicks and delivers. It's a fastball swung on. This ball is lined down the left field line. It's fair. It's going to get into the corner. Rounding second and heading home is Shudo. That's going to be the first run of the ball game. And that is going to be an RBI for Yuki Yanagita, as he's got himself a double here. A double and an RBI, and it's got the Hawks flapping their wings here in the first inning with an early 1-0 lead. So 1-0 here for the Hawks as they bat. We got our streams up a little bit late today, and we have to make a few adjustments. And that is going to hopefully allow people to come into our stream tonight to be able to find us. Sometimes the information that we have up, not always quick with it. Weren't sure which one we were going to do tonight. Both of these ball clubs here on the docket this evening being the Lions and the Hawks. So Samita checks the runner at second as it's Yanagita. Here's the pitch to Taka Yamakawa. It's a breaking ball swung on and missed. The count is 0-1. An RBI by Yanagita is his 11th of the campaign. So no balls and 1 strike to Yamakawa. Yamakawa batting an even 200. He's got a homer and 8 RBIs. The big fella hasn't had a home run since opening night. There's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count runs even to 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Yamakawa. Get caught up on our end of things here. We are going to give you the defensive alignment for the Lions. From left to right field, it is Cordero in left. It is Kishi in center, and the right fielder is Yamamura, making his 2024 season debut. Slow breaking ball swung on, grounded softly over to third. Charging it is the third baseman, Sato, who fires to first. They're going to get Yamakawa. Advancing to third was Yanagita. Good read by the base runner as he had to come in, did the third baseman. He's going to ground out, as we said, 5-3, 2 outs in the book. That's going to leave it up to the left fielder, Kensuke Kondo. And for Kondo, he's hitting .357 on the early going. He's got himself a couple of homers and 5 runs batted in. So left-hander versus the left-hander yet again. And now Kondo has asked for time as he steps out. He doesn't like the footing that he's had in the batter's box. So the lefty, Samita, ready to go. He looks in, he gets the sign from his catcher, and he works himself to the set. And here comes the offering. The pitch is on the way. It is a fastball taken at the knees for a called strike. The count is 0-1 to Kondo. So no balls and 1 strike. Runner at third, Yanagita, 2 gone here. Furthering our defensive play for the Lions, Aguiar at first, Tonosaki at second. The shortstop is Genda with the third baseman of Sato. The battery, of course, is of Samita and Koga. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into left field. Drifting back on it is Cordero. He's there and he makes the catch, and that is going to do it here for the Hawks in their half of the first inning. They do get a run as they open the scoring. It was a run. There were 2 hits. There was no errors, and there was 1 runner left to board. We're through a half inning. Your score is the Hawks 1 and the Lions no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the call at the bottom of the first inning when we return after this. Appreciate you guys for jumping in here with us tonight. Whether you listen live or on delay, we'll be right back in just a few. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the top of the order coming up here in the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Franchi Cordero, Sosuke Genda, and Shuta Tonosaki to get things going here for the Lions. Interesting that they got Franchi Cordero in the leadoff spot. He is hitting .205 on the season with a homer and 3 runs driven in. Our friend Troll back in the house. We welcome you. Here he is. And Levon Moinello ready to get things going here for the Hawks. We've watched Moinello pitch 3 times. He's been very impressive. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. One thing about Moinello is he's always around the strike zone. He definitely fills up the zone on a regular basis. You know he's going to pound it with some strikes. There's a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike, and the count now goes to 0-2 on Cordero. So no balls and 2 strikes as the left-handed Cuban gets his sign from Takuya Kai. Here's the pitch. Fastball that is fouled off over on the third base side, and the count remains at 0-2. I have to say, you can see why they like Cordero. He is a physical specimen. Big fella here batting from the left side against the left-handed throwing Manello. Pitch on the way. It is a breaking ball, waved out and missed. And strikeout number 1 is in the books here tonight for Moinello, and that will bring up the shortstop, Sosuke Genda. We didn't give you the lineups at the outset. The starting lineup for the Lions tonight, Cordero in left, he hits first. Batting second is Genda, he's at short. The batting in the third spot is Tonosaki, he's at second base. Aguiar, the first baseman, in the cleanup spot with the DH of Kuriyama. At third, it is Sato, he hits sixth. Batting seventh is Kishi in center. The catcher Koga is eighth. And batting ninth is Yamamura in right field. There's a first pitch breaking ball delivered to Genda. It misses outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0. Moinello kicks and fires. It is a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count goes even to 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Sosuke Genda. Manello rocking into the delivery. He kicks and he fires. It's a fastball swung on. This ball is taken on one up by Yamakawa. He underhand flips it to Manello covering. What a play by the big fella at first base. That ball took a wicked hop. He was able to make the play. Got to give your props to Genda. He hit that ball right on the screws. He has gone on a ground out 3-1 for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 gone. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Shuta Tonosaki. For Tonosaki on the young season, he's hitting .265. He's got a homer and 6 runs batted in. Just had a pause there from the home plate umpire. It looked like there was something had got onto the field in center field. First pitch on the way. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into left field. This ball is going to get down. It's going to be trouble. It's off the wall. Kondo plays it off the hop. He fires it into third. And Tonosaki's going to be aboard with a 2-out double. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Jesus Aguiar. So back-to-back batters, Genda, now Tonosaki, have hit the ball hard off Manello. That's going to bring us Aguiar to the plate for the first time tonight. And for Aguiar, he's hitting .250 on the season, no homers and 4 runs driven in. Getting ready to face the right-handed Aguiar for the first time. And here's the pitch. There's a slow breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Jesus Aguiar, the one-time All-Star in Major League Baseball. As the lefty Manello kicks and delivers, there's a breaking ball, waved that and missed. Now the count goes to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Tonosaki getting his lead over at second. Aguiar waggling the bat, waiting here on the offering. As the lefty holds set, he checks the runner at second and now fires. Fastball that is lifted down the right field line, but this ball is going to slice into the netting. Looked like Takuya Kai wanted a fastball up in the zone, and that wasn't even close. Kai had basically stood up. It was a thigh-high fastball. I know, very fortunate there as he had missed his spot. Aguiar fouls that one off and keeps the count at no balls and 2 strikes. Manello getting his sign from his catcher. He's ready to come back to work. Checks the runner, Tonosaki, at second. Now he kicks and fires. That was the fastball that was a little up in the zone. But that misses up and in, and the count is 1-2. You have to be delicate with Aguiar here, but you do have an open base. So 1 ball and 2 strike pitch on the way as the lefty works himself to the set. Checks the runner at second. And here comes the pitch. It is a breaking ball. Waved that and missed. And that is going to do it. Aguiar in the books for the 3rd out of the inning. The Lions threatened, but they are unable to score. There was no runs. There was a hit. There was no errors, and there was 1 runner left aboard. We are now through 1 complete. Your score is the Hawks won the Lions. No score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the call at the top of the 2nd inning when we return after this. Appreciate you guys for ducking in with us tonight. Whether you listen live or on delay, we're always glad that you guys can make it in with us. We'll be right back in a few. Welcome back, everybody. Our friend God is great in the house, and we welcome you into the stream. That's Titus. We also have Troll in the house here as well. Fascinating stadium, this Balluna Dome. I got a chance to get there last year, and it's obviously a day game today, but being at the night game that I attended last year, what was fascinating about it's an open air dome. It was like they had put a dome over top of a older stadium. Really kind of cool piece. Can get kind of soupy in the summertime, gets very humid. Happened to be a thunderstorm when I was there last year. There was a first pitch breaking ball swung on by Adam Walker. It's ripped foul down the left field line. Count is 0-1. Walker's going to have to go get himself a new piece of lumber as that one has been broken. Walker batting .237 on the year with a homer and 3 runs batted in. He gets the spray, so able to give himself a little bit more grip. So no balls, 1 strike to Walker. 15 pitches in the first inning for Samita. So that part was economical, although he probably threw about 5 over to first base trying to keep Yukio Shudo in check. There's a fastball that is swung on and missed, and the count goes to 0-2 on Walker. Actually, it was a changeup. We looked like a 4-seamer on the replay. It was actually a changeup that came down and in. Here's the 0-2. Pitch is a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count remains at 0-2 to Walker. Let's start getting into our groove over the course of the next week or so. We are going to start calling some games in the midweek, although we won't be on Monday, I can tell you that. We're going to be down in Seattle. We're going to see the Mariners and the Reds. There's a breaking ball waved at and missed. That is going to retire Walker. He goes in the books for the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, Ryoya Kurihara. I haven't looked to see if they've announced the starters for that series yet in Seattle, but I do believe if everything comes to form, it's going to be Hunter Green and Logan Gilbert. If that's the case, it'll be quite the matchup. Certainly a tantalizing matchup, that is for certain. There's a first pitch breaking ball delivered to Ryoya Kurihara that misses outside for a ball. Counts 1-0. Kurihara batting a 100 on the year, no homers and 3 RBIs. He swings at the pitch, grounds it on a couple of hops over to the second baseman, Tonosaki, who fields it and throws to first. Kurihara's average is going to go below a 100. He grounds out 4-3 for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up the catcher, Takuya Kai. So if I take a look at the upcoming schedule across Major League Baseball, as we said, that'll be the 15th when we're down there. They have a lot of to-be determines. That includes the Cincy Seattle as well, but we're anticipating Hunter Green and Logan Gilbert to be a good matchup. First pitch delivered to Kai is a fastball that misses outside for a ball. Count is 1-0. My friend Troll says he loves Seattle. There's a fastball swung on at his line down the left field line into the corner. And then sliding in and over sliding it is Cordero. It's definitely extra bases. They got to get it in, and it is going to be a double for Takuya Kai. Oh boy, we talked about Franchi Cordero being a little bit of a loose cannon in the outfield. He almost turned that into even more extra bases. We'll get the highlight of that one, as Kai had just spanked that pitch right down into the corner. Cordero went in after it, and he slides to try to stop it, and he missed the ball, ended up going off the back wall. If that's anybody else running other than Takuya Kai, they might have been standing on third base. Very interesting is that I don't think I've seen that before, at least in Major League Baseball. Maybe I've missed it. There's a breaking ball swung on. This ball is lined and caught by the shortstop, Gendo. What a play by the shortstop, leaping to haul that one in, and that is going to do it. And that is going to finish it off here for the Hawks in their half of the second inning. No runs in the inning. There was a hit. No errors. 1 runner left aboard. We are through 1.5. Your score is the Hawks 1 and the Lions no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate it. Our friend Troll says possibly Miller going. I don't think it's going to be Miller based on what we saw with the matchups coming up here. We'll be back in just a few after this. Appreciate you guys for being with us. Here is our friend Steve.
This is Steve Rademacher, and I'd like to introduce you to my channel if you haven't seen it before. These are all the things I enjoy: sports, autographs, relics, non-sports Hall of Famers, pseudo-sports, Star Wars. That's my channel name and my name, and I would really appreciate it if you would come check me out and maybe even subscribe if you like it. Thank you for that for now, and back to your ball game.
Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the bottom half of the second inning, and coming to bat will be Takumi Kuriyama, Ryusi Sato, and Junichiro Kishi. So the 5, 6, and 7 hitters to come to bat. As Moinello has completed his warm-up tosses and we're ready to resume the action. So just as Sumida was efficient his first inning with his pitches, Moinello only threw 13 to retire the Lions. The first pitch is swung on it as a ground ball through the 4-hole into right field. And Kuriyama is aboard with a leadoff single, as he is the second base runner tonight by the Saitama Seibu Lions. That is going to bring up the third baseman, Ryusi Sato. And for Sato tonight, entering the ball game, he's hitting .310 with a homer and 7 RBIs. I'm not exactly sure where Troll is located, if he is in the Pac Northwest or not. As he said, he does like Seattle. So the lefty working to the set position, and now he delivers. It's a fastball that misses down. Count is 1-0. He says he's down in Vegas. I like going into Vegas every once in a while. I like to use that as a hub to fly into. I've been to Phoenix and I've been to LA and other places. When I've been in that area there, he says he's from Jersey. He's a Yankee fan. Here comes the 1-0, and it is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 1-1. I'll be in Oakland in June. I'm going to check out the Jays and the A's. Then I'm going to bounce down to San Francisco, where we can catch the Giants and the Astros in early June. So 1 ball and 1 strike here. As the lefty kicks and delivers, it's a breaking ball that misses up and away, and the count is 2-1. Tunami 13 says, asks if I live in America. Nope, don't. North of the border. 2 balls and 1 strike to Sato. As the lefty Moinello gets the sign from his catcher Kai. Fastball swung on, grounded back to Moinello. He goes to second for 1, back to first. That's going to be a double play. That's a pretty athletic play by Moinello. Had to come off the mound to the first base side. Fired down to second. So that's going to go into the books as a 1-6-3 double play. Kuriyama retired at second for the first out. Sato gone for the second out. Not an easy play. As Moinello had thrown across his body, that ball looked like it could have been destined for left center field. But that's now going to bring up the center fielder, Junichiro Kishi. Troll says he'll be in San Fran for the New York game in May. There's a fastball swung on it as lifted foul down the right field line, and the count is 1-1. Says, I'll barely miss you. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I had a chance a couple times to catch up with some of our listeners, our friend the Living Room Sports, he's in Windsor, Ontario. Fastball swung on, grounded to short, fielded neatly by Imamiya. Throws to first. That is going to retire. The batter, Kishi, it goes as a ground out, 6-3. He's gone for the third out of the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and nobody left the board. We are now through 2 complete innings. Your scores, the Hawks 1 and the Lions no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few after this. We'll tell you who else we've caught up with within the YouTube stream. We'll be right back in a few. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the top half of the third inning, and it is going to be Yukio Shudo, Kenta Imamiya, and Yuki Yanagita to come to bat. The 1, 2, and 3 hitters in the batting order. It is that time of the year in Japan. It is cherry blossom season. The cherry blossoms are in full view in Saitama. It is a wonderful sight to see. We had our cherry blossom season go off about a week to 10 days ago, as the buds were coming out a little bit late for this time of the year. Normally, we get our cherry blossoms. Sometimes we've had them as early as February. But certainly this year here, a little bit later at these parts in the Pac Northwest. So here comes the first offering from Sumida. The pitch is on the way. It's a breaking ball. Misses down. The count is 1-0 to Shudo. Shudo tonight singled his first at bat. He had a stolen base and scored the only run of the game so far. Fastball swung on. This ball is hammered into right field for a base hit. Shudo aboard with a leadoff single. That is going to bring up the shortstop, Kenta Imamiya. Friend Troll says that Boynell's got to be careful. One of these pitches look like they are going to get bombed. That's the thing with Moinello. He really induces a lot of early swings. When he gets the hitters to take their cuts, a lot of early swings and at bats. Kind of interesting. So 1 ball and no strikes as the shortstop Imamiya waggles the bat. 0 for 1 tonight. Flew out to left his first time. There goes the runner on the first pitch, and Shudo has stolen it easily. So we've got another stolen base for Shudo. He gets himself into scoring position yet again. That is stolen base number 7 on the year. I wonder how many he can take off of Koga tonight. And that's even with the lefty on the mound. So Sumida, he must have picked up something there. He got it clean. Not even a tag from Shuda Tonosaki, who was there covering the base. So 7 stolen bases now on the year for Shudo. As the right-handed hitting Imamiya waits. That first pitch to Imamiya was a ball. So here comes the 1-0. As Imamiya squares to bunt, he pulls back and the pitch misses down. The count is now 2-0. Kenta Imamiya, for his career, is the all-time leader in the sacrifice bunt department. And again, he looks like he is squaring to bunt. 2 balls and no strikes. Left-hander Sumida delivers. It is a fastball. It is bunted. Just goes foul on the first base line. Count now goes to 2-1. 372 career sacrifice bunts for Imamiya, all-time Pacific League leader. Now you think about it, he's been with the Hawks. This is his 14th year at the NPB level. And he's only going to be 33 years old. It seems like he's been around forever. He's probably still got another 2 or 3 good years left in him, one would have to think. Here's the pitch. Fastball that misses upstairs. He pulls back, does Imamiya. Counts now 3 balls and 1 strike. There are some scores around the NPB tonight. Already some scoring. In the Pacific League, 1-0 Buffaloes have the lead over the Fighters. Marines have a 1-0 lead over the Eagles. That's in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. It is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count now runs full. Bay Stars are up 1-0 on the Swallows. That's in the bottom of the 2nd. And the Tigers in the bottom of the 2nd have a 2-0 lead over the Chinichi Dragons. The only other game in the NPB has no scoring, and that is the game between the Giants and the Carp. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Imamiya. He bats here with Shudo at second and nobody out here in the 3rd inning. Samita checks his sign. He nods in agreement. And now he steps off the rubber and we'll do this all over again. So here comes the 3-2 pitch as the lefty comes to an agreement with his catcher, Koga. He works to the set position. And now the pitch is on the way. It is a fastball swung on and fouled away. The count remains at 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Get to Imamiya, steps out, takes a couple of hacks, and he's ready to go again. Here comes the 3-2 offering as Samita works himself to the set. Checks the runner at second. Now he kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and fouled away down the first base line, and this battle's going to continue. It's going to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up here to Imamiya. Samita gets himself a new baseball. We're ready to get the action going again. Imamiya steps into the box. And he's ready here. Here comes the 3-2 offering yet again. Samita checks the runner at second. Here comes the pitch. And that's a breaking ball that misses down. And now they've got themselves a bit of a problem brewing here. That's going to put runners at first and second with nobody out. And it's going to bring up Yuki Yanagita. And for Yanagita's part tonight, he has been pretty good. Yanagita had a double and an RBI in his first at-bat. He's driven in the only run so far. As he's ready to go here to face the left-hander Samita for the 2nd time tonight. So runner at second, Shudo. Runner at first, Imamiya. And Yanagita waiting here on the offering from Samita. He checks the runner at second. And now he kicks and delivers. It's a breaking ball that misses down. I'm not sure I like the way that the catcher, Koga, kept it in front of him, but he did do the job. So 1 ball and no strikes. Lefty leans in, gets the sign from his catcher, works himself set. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses down, and the count now goes to 2-0. Tunami says, hope they can get a run this inning. I assume he is a Hawks fan. There's been opportunity here for the Hawks, obviously in the first inning. Not only did they cash a run in, but they stranded Yanagita at third. As the 2-0 is ready to come here. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, take it for a called strike. The count goes to 2-1. Second inning, they stranded a runner in scoring position, Takuya Kai, with 2 outs. Our friend Troll says he's projecting the run. Our friend Trevor in the house, he figures they're going to get at least 2 in this inning, and that's how it's shaping up right now. Runners at first and second with nobody gone. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Taken for a called strike. Count now goes to 2-2. I have to say, the home plate umpire is quite theatrical. Not sure who the plate umpire is on this one here tonight, but has a very emphatic call. Looks like it is Nishimoto is the plate umpire. Can't remember the last time I've seen him, if we've even seen him at all. A very distinctive called strike. There's a breaking ball, misses down. It's going to run the count to 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good healthy crowd here in Saitama for this one tonight. We've seen a couple other games early on with the Lions, and that's not always been the case. I would expect this could be a close to capacity crowd. Beautiful Saturday afternoon in Japan, and a chance to see some baseball just outside of Tokyo. Here's the 3-2. Breaking ball, waved that and missed. Yanagita way out in front. Now he's going to be gone for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Hotaka Yamakawa. That might change the needle a little bit here. Certainly, Yamakawa is a double play candidate. Does not run particularly well, as he was able to be retired on a ground out his first at bat. Troll says he's about 3 pitches behind me. Just have to sync it up in the next half inning. Here comes the first offering to the right-handed hitting Yamakawa as the lefty Sumeda holds set. First pitch on the way. Fastball taken at the knees for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Not sure if that was the pitch that Yamakawa was looking for, but like it kept him off balance. I have to say, if the Lions can hold the Hawks at bay here through this next stretch or two here, we might be having to look at the Lions turning the table here with a little bit of offense. There's a fastball that just misses inside, and the count goes even at 1-1. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Hawks. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Lions so far on the line score. Here comes the 1-1 pitch as the lefty works himself to the set. Checks the runner at second, fires. Fastball taken for a called strike. That was a good pitch. That was middle in on the knees. Sumeda had locked up the hitter, Yamakawa. Not sure Yamakawa liked the call, but pitch did look pretty good. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. The big fella waiting here on the offering from Sumeda, who gets the sign from Koga. Checks the runners. Shudo still very quiet at second base. Here comes the pitch. As he gets his lead, fastball swung on and is lifted into straightaway center field. Camping out underneath it is the center fielder Kishi. He's there. He makes the catch. That is going to retire Yamakawa. He's going to be gone for the second out of the inning. And that is going to leave it up to the left fielder, Kensuke Kondo. Well, for Kondo, he's 0 for 1 tonight. He had flown to left field his only trip to the plate. He's had a hot start to the season with the bat. So as the left-handed hitting Kondo gets in, here comes the first offering from Sumeda. as he checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. There goes Shuto, but he slams on the brakes. First pitch misses down for a ball. 1-0 to Kondo. Dancing around there at second base is the center fielder Shuto. Tanami asked if that was the second out. It is. First out was Yanagita striking out and Yamakawa flying to center. So 2 gone here. As the pitch is on the way, it's a breaking ball that misses down. It's now 2-0 to Kondo. Kondo will be followed by Adam Walker if he's able to reach safely. There's been times tonight that Samita has just not been able to get ahead in the count. So 2 balls and no strikes. Lefty versus lefty matchup. And here comes the 2-0 offering. Fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is now 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike it is to Kondo. Samita here ready to go again. He gets the sign from his catcher, Koga. This game really hasn't had the tempo and the pace we thought it might. I wonder how that'll affect Moinello. Moinello works quickly. He's all around the zone. Samita has been struggling here after that first inning. Breaking ball misses down. It's now 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike. If there's a win in this series, I got to think that's got to be the Lions tonight. If they can't cash in a win here, it might be a sweep for the Hawks. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. After he checks the runner back to second, here's the offering. Fastball misses down. It's going to be ball 4. Kondo's going to walk. That's going to load the bases. That's going to bring up Adam Walker to the plate, and Samita has really struggled here. One would have to think, as we're going to get a conference on the mound, pitching coaches come out as they're going to want to discuss how they're going to throw Walker. One would have to think that, as far as I'm concerned on this, the Lions may not necessarily go much further than 5 innings with their starter tonight. Troll says he's all synced up again. Breaking ball drops hard. Yeah, it sure does. So this brings Adam Walker to the plate with the bases loaded and 2 gone. Runner at third is Shuto. Runner at second, Imamiya. The runner at first is Kondo. So the right-handed hitting Walker, 0 for 1 tonight, struck out in his only at bat. He's seen his average dip to 231. As the lefty works to the set position, now delivers. There's a breaking ball that is waved at and missed. And the count is 0-1 to Walker. Hawks and Lions, top of the 3rd inning for some Saturday afternoon baseball in Japan. Glad you folks could make it in with us tonight. Whether you listen live or on delay, we always appreciate you jumping into our channel. So here comes the 0-1 pitch. The lefty Samita works again. He gets the sign, works himself to the set, and the pitch is on its way. It is a breaking ball, waved at and missed, and the count now goes to 0-2 on Adam Walker. So no balls and 2 strikes it is. Samita, as we said, really slows it down. He reaches for the rosin bag. He's off the back of the mound. Walker got himself set in there, but now he's stepped back out. The gamesmanship of this one here is going to continue. So here comes the 0-2 pitch. Samita again working to the belt here, ready to go against the right-handed hitting Walker. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, lifted into center field. Moving over to his left and making the catch is Kishi. That is going to do it. Well, they strand the bases loaded to the Hawks. They squander an opportunity. There was no runs in the inning. There was a hit. There was no errors, and 3 runners left the board. We're moving to the bottom of the third. 1-0 for the Hawks. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for being with us. Hang tight. We'll be back in a couple after this. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the bottom half of the third inning, and it is going to be the Lions coming to bat here. It'll be the catcher, Koga, then it'll be Yamamura, and the top of the order, Cordero. So 8, 9, and 1 to come to bat here to face Levon Mainello. One thing I'll say about Mainello, he is all around the zone. We talked about that in the last half inning. He threw 13 pitches in the first inning. He only threw 7 in the second. He really induces those early swings. There's a first pitch breaking ball that drops in for a called strike. The count is 0-1 to Koga. So no balls and 1 strike. Mainello again rocking and delivering. There is a breaking ball that misses down. Count goes even to 1-1. Saw an interview on Sportsnet, Canadian cable channel. It's actually online on YouTube. You can probably pick it up. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. Dr. James Andrews, who recently had retired, performed his last Tommy John surgery, was being interviewed by Kevin Barker and Tony Blair, I think it is. There's a fastball swung on, grounded over to short. Fielded by Emamiya, he throws to first, and Koga's in the books as a ground out 6-3. He's gone for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Takeyoshi Yamamura. But my point that I was starting to make was with regards to the Dr. James Andrews, they were talking about the Tommy John surgeries and just the arm injuries related to the pitchers and what his thoughts were of why so many players are getting hurt. Combination of bad mechanics and throwing too hard. There's a breaking ball that's taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1 to Yamamura. No stats on Yamamura, as this is his first game of the 2024 season. Pitch is on the way. It's a breaking ball, drops in for a called strike. It's now 0-2 to Yamamura. And they said it's something like 35% of big league pitchers on the 45-man roster. There's a fastball that misses outside. Count is 1-2. We're on the shelf with injuries during the spring. I found that to be staggering. I have to go back and watch what that is. There's a fastball taken for a called third strike. Yamamura gone for the second out of the inning, and that's going to bring up the top of the order in Franchi Cordero. Dinger says, first time I'm seeing this Mainello. He's very impressed so far. You know, Dinger, the interesting part about this is Mainello was out of the back end of the bullpen, so I'm kind of curious. I was curious to see how he was going to convert into a starter. It's the third time we've watched him pitch as a starter, and he's been very, very effective. First pitch is a breaking ball that misses upstairs, and the count is 1-0. When he was a reliever, he could dial it up to 97, 98, 99 miles an hour from the left side. Very impressive. Now he's in the starting role. He's taken some speed off of his delivery. Fastball swung through and missed by Cordero. The count is 1-1. He does a really good job of keeping the hitters off balance. He throws strikes. He's all around the zone. He's got some pretty good movement. He throws a couple of varieties of breaking balls. There's a breaking ball swung on it, is lifted into shallow right field. Coming in on it and making the catch is Yanagita. And that is going to do it here. It is going to be out number 3. So no runs in the inning, no hits, no errors, nobody left aboard, and we are now through 3 complete. Your score is the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks 1, and the Saitama Seibu Lions no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few, as we will be moving to the top of the 4th inning. Be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the top of the 4th inning. It's going to be the bottom third of the order to come to bat for the Hawks. Kurihara, Kai, and Makihara to face the left-hander Samita. 52 pitches for him through the first 3 innings of work. And he had really struggled in that last half inning, and he was able to wiggle himself out of a bases-loaded jam. So he continues on here as he faces Kurihara for the first time, and it's a breaking ball that misses down. The count is 1-0. Kurihara, Kai, and Makihara here in this one. So the lefty, again, rocking into the windup, and he kicks and fires. There's a slow breaking ball that catches the inside corner, and the count goes to 1-1 on Kurihara. Lefty again delivers another slow breaking ball. That drops in for a called strike. The count now goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. Troll says, only when I bet on him tonight, I beat the streak or break the streak. So here comes the pitch. It is a fastball that misses down, and the count now goes to 2-2. Ivan Boinello, as we said, getting the opportunity to start this year. He also inked a new contract before the beginning of the season. I believe it was a 4-year deal the Hawks have locked him into. So much like Roberto Osuna, they've locked in Moinello as well. There's a breaking ball, waved out and missed. Kurihara goes into the books. He's gone for the 2nd time tonight. First time via the strikeout. So 1 up and 1 away here in the 4th inning, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Takuya Kai. And by our count, that is 3 strikeouts in the book here for the lefty Samita. Well, Takuya Kai comes to the plate. He is 1 for 1 tonight. He doubled his last time up. That one right into the left field corner. And the first pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. It looked like he wanted to take that pitch and deposit it right into the seats in the left field corner. He's raised his season average up to 219. He's got no homers and a couple of runs driven in. As the lefty Sabita rocks into the windup and delivers. It is a breaking ball waved at by Kai. Oh boy, did he look sick at that one. So no balls and 2 strikes. And not like the kids say sick as in it did not look like a good swing at all. So no balls and 2 strikes. Waiting on deck is Taisi Makihara. So the lefty Samita ready to go. Here comes the offering to Kai. The 0-2 on the way. Kicks and fires. There is a fastball waved at and missed. And Kai goes into the books for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 away via the strikeout. That's going to leave it all up to Taisi Makihara. This kind of makes me wonder, and you're hoping that if you're a fan of the Lions here or of the Hawks, certainly of the Lions, you're hoping that he's been able to weather the storm, Samita. Going to have to score some runs. 1-0 is probably not going to hold up here in this one tonight. So here comes the offering from Samita. It's a fastball taken for a called strike. Count is quickly 0-1 to Makihara. Makihara popped to the shortstop his first time up. As the lefty delivers a breaking ball that's down, they appeal over to the third base umpire, but they say he didn't go. 1 ball and 1 strike. I don't know if it's truth or lore, but they were talking about the Blue Jays and the Rocky series, and I don't know if it was the sportscasters in the Toronto area. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. It's now 1-2. Colorado Rockies are in town in Toronto, and they were laughing and saying it's guaranteed win weekend. Of course, the Blue Jays got blown out at home last night. 1-2 pitch on the way. There's a breaking ball swung on, grounded over to first, fielded by Aguirre. He's going to take it to the bag himself. Goes as a ground out to 3 for the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left the board. I'll talk about the Blue Jays and the Rockies when I come back in just a few. Going to the bottom of the 4th inning, your score is the Lions trailing the Hawks by a score of 1-0. We'll be back in just a bit. Appreciate you guys for listening in.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. If you want to learn about Japanese baseball, see Coach Fred of Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball. Welcome back, everybody. Levon Minello has just completed his warm-up tosses, and we're ready to resume the action here in just a couple moments. It is a 1-0 ball game for the Hawks, and we'll take a quick peek in at the out-of-town scoreboard for other updates from around the NPB. Still nothing at the Tokyo Dome between the Giants and the Carp. The Bay Stars have now extended their lead to a 2-0 lead over the Swallows. That's in the bottom of the 4th inning. Anthony Kay going tonight for the Bay Stars. 2-0. The Tigers have the lead over the Dragons. That's in the bottom of the 4th inning. All the other games are 1-0. The Marines are beating the Eagles 1-0, as are the Buffaloes beating the Fighters 1-0, and it is 1-0 here for the Hawks. First pitch breaking ball caught the outside corner on Genda for a called strike, and there's another breaking ball that just misses low. Count is now even at 1-1. I started talking in that last half inning. I don't know if it was truth or lore. Guaranteed a win weekend against the Rockies. That's what they were saying, and I don't know if that's the media that was playing with it or not. I thought that was kind of funny in Toronto, and of course, Toronto goes out and lays an egg tonight, gets blown out on their home turf. There's a fastball that misses upstairs. 3 balls and 1 strike. I know the Rockies are not a great ball club. They are Their offense isn't bad, but their pitching is a lot to be desired. There's a fastball swung on it. It is lifted into left field. Moving over and back on it is Kondo. He's there to make the catch. And Genda is going to be gone for the first out of the inning. So one gone. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Shuta Tonosaki. My friend Alex in here. He says, just wanted to pop in and say hello. Alexander Leggett, he says, I only got home after some Friday night plans. Hope to catch the next one. Appreciate you for being here, Alex, as always. There's the pitch. It's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1 to Tonosaki. Hopefully tomorrow night when Roki Sasaki is on the mound for the Chiba Lotte Marines, it'll be Chiba against the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is hit into left field. It's going to get down. And that is just going to hook foul. Tonosaki was able to really the barrel to the ball on that one, but he just hooked it foul. So no balls and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting second baseman of the Lions. Alex says, tomorrow night it'll be a perfect first game. Well, we appreciate you for popping in, Alex. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Here comes the 0-2 pitch as the lefty delivers. It is a fastball swung on and grounded foul. We'll just pass the first base coach's box, and the count remains at 0-2 to Tonosaki. So no balls and 2 strikes it remains as the lefty rocking into the windup, and he kicks and fires. It is a fastball swung on, tapped softly over to the first base side. Moinello fields it, and he gets himself in the way of the runner a little bit after they retire the out. That is going to go down as a ground out 1-3 for the second out of the inning, and that's going to bring up the first baseman, Jesus Aguiar. So for Aguiar, 0 for 1 tonight. He has struck out his only time up. He's hitting 245 on the season. No homers and 4 runs batted in. And here comes the pitch. It is a fastball that misses down, and the count is 1-0 to Aguiar. So no balls and 1 strike. Moinello rocking into the windup, and now he kicks and fires. Breaking ball that's taken for a called strike. The count is 1-1. Got to hold off a little bit on that home plate umpire. He is not exactly the quickest to come up with the right hand, but when he does come up, he has a lot of entertainment. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Moinello delivers, breaking ball down, and nice job by Takuya kind of keeping in front. Runs the count to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike it is. As the lefty ready to deliver again to Aguiar, rocking into the windup, and he kicks and fires. Called strike, and the count now goes to 2-2. It's almost like a get-me-over type of curveball, and then he comes with one that he can bury into the back foot of the right-handed batters. So just a different variation. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball that just misses outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Aguiar. Good location there by Moinello. So here comes the 3-2 pitch. As the lefty rocks into the windup and kicks and fires. It's a fastball swung on. This ball's lifted into straightaway center field. Moving over to his left and making the catch is Shuto, and that will do it here for the Lions in their half of the 4th. They go quietly as there was no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. Their score as we move to the top of the 5th inning. It is the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks 1. The Saitama Seibu Lions. No score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the call at the top of the 5th. When we return after this from our friend Steve Rademacher.
Hello, guys. Thank you for joining Freddie here on his baseball game. And I'm Steve Rademacher, and my channel is really all about everybody, including all my international friends. We have such stuff as non-sport packs from Canada, the OP cheese. We have the Greek Freak. We have money from around the world. We have lira. We have yen. We have francs. We have pounds. We have Deutschmarks. We have all kinds of cool stuff like that. We even have some cooler things like Japanese women wrestlers and OPG baseball cards where I cannot read the back. We even have unopened material like the royal family, I know it's backwards, from London, England. Thank you for watching. Back to Freddie.
Appreciate you there, Steve, and the support you give to our channel. In turn, we support Steve Rademacher. Be sure to go check him out after the game for all your entertaining needs. It's going to be the top of the fifth inning, and it's going to be the top of the order coming up for the Hawks. It'll be Shuto, Imamiya, and Yanagita to get things going here in inning number 5. Shuto tonight has a couple of hits. He scored the only run of the game, and he's got himself 2 stolen bases so far. So the way things are going here is the Hawks have not been able to take advantage of the base runners that they have had. They've had 5 base runners in the first 4 innings that they've left on base. First pitch is a breaking ball that misses inside, and the count is 1-0 to Shuto. The 2 hits tonight, Shuto's raised his average up to 347. Pitch on the way, it's a breaking ball that just misses down and in. The count now goes to 2-0. Shuto really enjoying a good start to the season. He started a little bit slow in that opening weekend, but boy, he has not looked back. Breaking ball that drops in for a called strike. The count is now 2-1 to Shuto. Pitching a little backwards is the lefty here. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on, grounded over to the right side, fielded neatly, raced to the bag, and it's not going to be in time. So the first baseman, Aguiar, had to move to his right. He missed the ball. It was Tonosaki who was able to field it. He flipped it over to the pitcher covering, but Shuto's speed, he gets in there safely. It's going to be an infield single for Shuto, the 3rd time tonight. He is born with a base hit. Let's see if he can pick something up here and if he's going to be able to pick a base off of Samita. Again, he's 2 for 2 in the stolen base department. And 3 for 3 in the hit department now for the star of the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. So here comes the first offering to Imamiya. Let's see what they have here. Samita holds to the set position. And he fires over to first base, and getting back in time is the base runner Shuto. I'd love to be able to get a side angle of Samita's moves, or maybe what I would call lack of moves. So the lefty Samita ready to go again. We'll keep an eye on Shuto. And here comes the pitch. Fastball, take it for a called strike. The count is 0-1 to Imamiya. Imamiya tonight 0 for 1. He did draw a walk his last time up. Pacific League action here tonight and more tomorrow when Roki Sasaki takes to the hill for the Marines against the Eagles. We'll be there for that one. So hopefully you guys can be here with us too. No new changes around the NPB with the scoring. Everything is still the same there. Again, they throw over to first, and again, Samita goes back to the bag. So no balls and 1 strike to Imamiya. Runner at first, Shuto. No balls and 1 strike here to Imamiya as the lefty holds set. Again, they throw to first, and again, diving back is the base runner. Well, that's the difference. If you were in Major League Baseball, he's already thrown over not just 2 times, but multiple times to first base. And they certainly are going to have to keep their eye on the base runner, Shudo. Already 2 stolen bases tonight. The lefty holds to the set position. And here's the pitch. It's a fastball that misses outside. The count goes even to 1-1. Don't know if Samita has much of a read move. Not sure he has much of a move at all. Rather lethargic, rather rigid type of move as he throws to first base. So Imamiya gets into the batter's box, ready to go again. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Usually the 1-1 pitches are action pitches, so we're going to have something here. Pitch on the way. It's a breaking ball. Drops in for a called strike, and the count now goes to 1-2 on Imamiya. A little interested to see why they haven't thrown over to first here, or why they haven't decided to take off the runner. So I would assume that we're going to see maybe another throw over or 2 here. Could pose a possible strike him out, throw him out situation. Here comes the 1-2. Samita works the ball to the set position. And instead, they throw over to first, and again, diving back is Shudo. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Imamiya. Lefty Samita gets the side from Koga. It's, as we said before, he's not the most proficient or the quickest when he has runners on base. 71 pitches so far for the Lions starter. Maybe they could try to get a 6th inning out of him. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball swung on. This is grounded through the 6-hole into left field. Imamiya is aboard with a base hit. Stopping at second is Shudo. So the Hawks are flapping their wings again. They got runners at first and second this time with nobody out. That's going to bring Yuki Yanagita to the plate. So with Yanagita stepping to the plate, he is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. He's driven in the only run. He has himself a double in 2 trips with a strikeout. So the lefty Samita ready to go again. He gets the sign from his catcher Koga. And here comes the pitch. As he kicks and fires, fastball that just misses low. I'm not sure where that pitch was. That looked pretty good. So 1 ball and no strikes to Yanagita. If I'm Koga, I think I'm asking the home plate umpire where that pitch was. What do I got to do to get a strike? So here comes the 1-0 pitch. As the lefty checks the runner at second, pitch on the way. Breaking ball waved out and missed. The count goes even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike it is. Looking at some information from around the NPB, just in general. He said that there's a fastball that just misses outside again. I'm not sure where that pitch is. They might as well just hold up the 4 fingers and walk Yanagita, because some of those pitches were pretty darn good. That pitch there was really good. Swallows hitter Munetaka Murakami on 49 consecutive plate appearances from opening day without a home run. And it was just a couple of seasons ago he had pounded out 55. So here comes the 2-1 pitch. As the lefty delivers, breaking ball misses down. It's now 3-1. Last night, Aaron Curry was tagged for 9 runs. Last time he gave up that many runs, it was June 6, 2014 versus the Hawks. crazy number in that game last night. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. As the lefty delivers, it's a breaking ball. It misses down. It's going to be ball 4. Ball gets away from Koga. That's going to load the bases. That moves Shuto over to third. It moves Imamiya to second. Yanagita walks. That's going to bring up Hatake Yamakawa. It's also going to bring a conference of Lions or a pride of Lions to the mound. Other news and notes. Buffalo's pitcher Kohei Ozuma last night saw his consecutive winning streak from his NPB debut as a starting pitcher snapped at 8 consecutive winning decisions. Buffalo is, of course, on the short end of a stick against the Fighters. Yokohama DNA Bay Stars pitcher J.B. Wendelken deactivated after being diagnosed with an inflammation of his right elbow. So Wendelken is going to get some time off for that to be looked at. Well, we got the bases loaded with nobody out. It's going to be Hatake Yamakawa to the plate. Interesting here, the former star of the Lions. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball misses down. The count is 1-0. 2 years ago, he led the Pacific League in home runs, but you would have never known he was even a member of it last year. I was in Saitama. There was no pictures of him on billboards, no pictures of him anywhere. It was like they had washed their hands with him. He did not exist. And in the offseason, he was quietly traded to the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks, who gladly rescued Saitama of this particular player. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Lefty delivers. It's a breaking ball, misses down. 2-0 down to Yamakawa. So really good spot to hit here. Brent Troll caught that one. The Pride of Lions had to throw that one out there for sure. So 2 balls and no strikes as the lefty works himself to the set position. Here comes the pitch. Kicks and fires. Breaking ball misses down, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. Yamakawa here looking to do some damage. I wonder if they'll give him the 3-0, if they give him green light 3-0. You give him green light 3-0, well, you'd have to think he's got green light 3-1. Our friend Fox 12 says, throw a strike. Where'd they get this pitcher from Little League? Yeah, Samita has definitely struggled tonight. That's a breaking ball. Take it for a called strike. That's going to run the count to 3-1. I'm not so sure about that one. That one there looked like it was a pitch that had just missed the outside corner, but Samita getting some home cooking. 3 balls and 1 strike. So here comes the 3-1 pitch. As it's on its way, there's a breaking ball, waved out and missed. Looked like Yamakawa wanted to take that one deep. That runs the count now to 3-2. Is he going to be able to get himself out of this? Is Samita? That's the question. Trevor Parker is looking for a pop-up. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. As the lefty Samita looking to battle back here against Yamakawa. 82 pitches so far. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, waved out and missed. And that is going to retire Yamakawa. He's down on strikes for the first out of the inning. That is going to bring up the left fielder, Kensuke Kondo. Well, so much for your incoming walk there, Fox. Not that we're saying good, bad, or indifferent, but boy, Samita had to pull a rabbit out of his hat. I don't see Samita coming in to pitch at all. Trevor Parker says even better. Yeah, that is for sure. Go from 3-0 to strike out. That's definitely some big boy nuts, especially in that particular hitter in this situation. Wonder here comes Kondo to the plate. Will we see a double play here to end the inning, or at least this half inning? So Samita working himself to the set. And the first pitch on the way, it's a fastball that misses down and away. That's another thing tonight is that Samita has not been able to get ahead in the count. When you look at Moinello, one thing I wonder about Moinello here is he's been sitting in the dugout for a while. I know they do come up and throw in front of the dugout in the NPB, but that really takes you out of your timing and your rhythm. So Trevor's hoping to get out of this inning with no runs. Here comes the 1-0 pitch as the lefty holds set. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses down. It's now 2-0. So here we go again. Let's go to 3-0 and then come back on the hitter and blow him away. Just like how you would draw it up, right? So 2 balls and no strikes. So let's see what Kondo has to do here. Is he going to rank the script, or is it going to be a pitch on the way here? It's a fastball that misses outside, and the count goes to 3-0. So 3 balls and no strikes. Konami says we've only had 1 out in this inning, and that's correct. It was the strikeout to Yamakawa. So here we go again. 3 balls and no strikes to Kondo. Let's see if he's going to battle back here. There's nowhere to put him. Bases are fully loaded. Samita ready to go. Here comes the pitch. Fastball taken at the knees for a called strike. 3 balls and 1 strike it is. Trevor Parker anticipating. And he anticipates correctly. Unbelievable. That's all I have to say. So 3 balls and 1 strike. And then he probably gets Kondo to roll into a double play here to end the inning. Then you know you're snake bitten. And then, you know, if you're a Hawk fan, it may not be your night tonight, just the way it is going right now. And here comes the 3-1. Fastball swung on, grounded through the 4-hole into right field. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to get 1 run in. They cut it off, and they've got Kondo hung up between first and second. And now they throw back over to third, and they're the Lions. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So base hit brings in 2. It's now a 3-0 lead for Fukuoka. They had Kondo hung up between first and second. They fired over to third. Yuki Yanagita was able to dive back safely. And Kondo was able to retreat back to first base without being tagged out. It's going to be a single. It's going to be 2 RBIs. Oh, boy, but the Lions had an opportunity gone sideways to be able to get themselves an out. That's going to bring out the pitching coach, Toyota. And he has another conference here. Now that is Samita is ready to go again. So 2 runs have crossed the plate. They got runners on the corners. That's going to bring up Adam Walker. Our friend Fox 12 said, told you these teams are a bunch of bots. That had to be one of the dumbest choices. Absolutely. Got to get the out. And you got to make the decision. That is for sure, too. Well, here we go with runners on the corners. Adam Walker stepping to the plate. Runner at third, Yanagita. Runner at first, Kondo. As the lefty, Samita, ready to go again. He's up to 88 pitches here in the 5th inning. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Waved at and missed. Count is 0-1. The thing is, I don't know where the Hawks are going to get their offense from, or I should say the Lions are going to get their offense from. Bats are in the freezer, and you got Levon Manello absolutely dicing tonight. So here comes the 0-1 pitch as the lefty works set. Fastball swung on and tipped into the glove of the catcher, Koga. The count is 0-2. I guess it all depends on what the over-under is. Troll says Hawks might as well steal here. Yeah, absolutely. No balls and 2 strikes to Walker. You might as well put Kondo in motion. Kondo has already got a couple of stolen bases this year, so he is somebody who can run a little bit. And here comes the 0-2. As the pitch is on the way, it's a fastball that misses down, and the count now is 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Walker. Nami says he bet on over 1 run in the first 5 innings. Well, if you bet the over, you're already to where you need to be. 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. As Walker waits on the lefty. Samita gets the sign and he works to the set. Instead, he fires over to first base and getting back in time as the base runner. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Samita works to the set. Walker waiting. And here comes the pitch. Breaking ball, waved at and missed, and that's going to do it for the second out of the inning. So 2 in the books, and that's going to leave it all up to Ryoya Kurihara. Friend Troll says over 1 run. I needed to know what book that was because he needed in on that action. That's for certain. So runners are still at the corners. Koga steps out front of the plate to flash his first and third signage. They've got Kurihara stepping to the plate, batting .095 this year, 4 for 42. He's got no homers and 3 runs driven in, so this might be the play time for the shenanigans to happen on the base paths. Now he says BetMGM was his go-to for the game for those type of odds. There's a breaking ball missing down and away, and the count is 1-0. He says live betting and watch the line change during the game. Interesting. So 1 ball and no strikes to Kurihara. He bats here with the runner Yanagita at third and Kondo at first. The Hawks have pushed 2 runs onto the board here. They now have a 3-0 lead. And here comes the pitch. Breaking ball misses down. It's now 2-0. "42 pitches since the 3rd inning for the lefty Samita. And here comes the 2-0 pitch. Instead, they throw over to first base, and getting back in time is the base runner Kondo. They are concerned about him. Friend Troll says that Will Hill is terrible for props. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike. The count is now 2-1 to Kurihara. Really, a base hit here could start to add some separation. It's going to be tough to score runs against Moinello. And because of his economy so far tonight, it might be okay going at least 7 or 8 innings. So here comes the 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line. It's going to get into the seats. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kurihara. Crowd in Saitama on their feet. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. Troll says this ump is something. Yeah, he's got quite the mechanics behind the plate. So here comes the 2-2. Smita trying to wiggle himself out of any more damage. If anything, maybe the relievers they bring in will pick up the pace. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball down. Nice stop by Koga. But advancing over to second is the runner Kondo. I'll have to go probably in the book as a wild pitch, I would think. No throw was drawn. So Kondo is the runner at second, the runner at third, Yanagita. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Kurihara. It's Takuya Kai who waits on deck. One would have to think this is the guy you want to get right here. He hasn't done anything this year to speak of. And the pitch on the way, it's a breaking ball waved at and fouled away. 3-2 to Kurihara. It remains. Our friend Troll says finally they sent him. I don't think they sent him. As much as the pitch was down in the dirt. Great read by him. I don't think he was on the way. But the pitch down in the dirt, and he was able to get a good jump and take second base. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. As the lefty kicks and fires, fastball misses down and away. Ball forward to Kurihara. That's going to bring up Takuya Kai to the plate. And that is going to bring manager Masui out of the dugout, and I think he has seen enough. We are going to get a pitching change here. I'm just going to take a little time out myself. Samita, you are finished. Bases are loaded. I'm going to put the music on loop here. Be back in just a second here with all the action. We are top of the 5th inning. Hawks have the lead 3-0. Welcome back, everybody. There is a pitching change. It's going to be Mizukami who is coming on in relief, as he is going to be taking over here for Samita, who is night is done. And we might even have a new catcher too. I don't know if Koga's night is done. It does look like that is going to be the case as well. Let's see, Koga is there. It looks like Koga's night is going to be over. Interesting here. Not only are you changing the pitcher, you're changing the catcher as well. I don't know if he was the designated left-handed catching catcher. Not sure of that one. So we'll get a look here, but Koga was not having the greatest of nights behind the plate. Of course, it's pretty tough when you've got Yukio Shudo on the base paths. But his night is over as well. Looks like it is Ferrucci who is into catch. But Mizukami on the mound here, taking over for Samita. And it is Ferrucci who is behind the plate. So some interesting changes. As the lefty kicks, or the righty kicks and delivers, it's a first pitch fastball that almost hits Takuya Kai. The pitch was inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Kai. So Yoshinobu Mizukami in the ball game. He is making his 5th appearance of the year. He's worked 2 2/3 innings. He's allowed 3 hits. He's walked 1, struck out 2, and he's got an ERA of 6.75. So here comes the 1-0 to Kai as he kicks and fires. Fastball swung on and fouled away. Count runs even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Kai. A little bit unreal here, actually, just in terms of this. Our friend Carson Haskell says, anyone know how to watch the game? Yeah, we have it up on our members page if you want to go and take a look at it. Got some different ways, different links. There's a fastball swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Depends on where you are. If you're in North America, it's sometimes in the United States, it's a little bit different than other places. So 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. So here comes the offering as the right-hander works himself to the set. And the pitch is on the way. Breaking ball swung on and lifted foul down the right field line. Count remains at 1-2 to Kai. Kai is 1 for 2 in this one here tonight. He had a double his first time up, and he struck out his last time. Interesting. I wonder if that was a move to take Koga out of the game because of his inability to control the running game. That's the one thing that we noticed when Tomoya Mori left, go to the Oryx Buffaloes. Even when he was injured the year before, he had broken his hand. I guess he'd punched a helmet out of frustration or punched the wall or something. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on, grounded softly over to third, fielded by Sato. He throws to first. That's going to do it. But the Hawks send 8 batters to the plate. They score 2 runs in the inning on the benefit of 3 hits. There was no errors, and there was 2 runners left aboard. Your score as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning is the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks 3 and the Saitama Seibu Lions, no score. We'll be back in just a few after this. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Hang tight. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Levon Manello completing his warm-up tosses as the bottom of the 5th will be just around the corner. 3-0 for the Hawks. Right after this, we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. It is a 3-0 lead for the Hawks here in the bottom of the fifth inning now. Ivan Manello only 46 pitches in his 4 innings of work. He has been very, very effective this evening. Be facing the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the batting order, and the first pitch is a breaking ball dropping in to Takumi Kuriyama for a called strike. Kuriyama tonight is 1 for 1. He's singled in the second inning. Fastball misses upstairs. The count goes even to 1-1. Kuriyama, Sato, and Kishi here in this half inning. There's a pitch. It's a fastball that misses upstairs. The count is now 2-1. The replacement, Furuichi, who is going to be now catching for the Lions. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is now 2-2. He is only making his 4th appearance of the campaign. He does not have any plate appearances. So he is bound to be coming up potentially here in this inning, as that pitch is fouled away and the count remains at 2-2 to Kuriyama. It makes you wonder what was up with Koga, but I mentioned before that once Tomoya Mori left, it has left a huge hole in the Lions lineup, both on the offensive and defensive side. Fastball swung on and lifted foul into the seats down the third baseline. Count remains at 2-2. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. Manello rocks into delivery and delivers. Breaking ball swung on, grounded over to second. Fielded. Nice play there by Makihara. He throws to first. That's going to retire Kuriyama on a ground out. 4-3 for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Ryushi Sato. So for Sato tonight, he is 0 for 1. He grounded into a double play his first time up. Lions here have showed no signs of life offensively so far in the first half of this ball game. Here comes the offering from Manello. Fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball swung on and grounded foul over on the third base side. The count runs even to 1-1. If you look at our picks tonight, I thought that it was almost a trap game tonight because you're like, is Samita going to go to 3-0? Can Manello keep it up? We got the answer here tonight. Samita's already gone. There's a fastball taken for a called third strike. Sato stood there like the house by the side of the road. He watched that one go by for out number 2. 2 in the books. That's going to leave it up to the center fielder, Junichiro Kishi. And for Kishi tonight, 0 for 1 in his only at bat so far. He has grounded out to the shortstop. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on it, is lifted into straightaway center field. Moving back on it is Shuto. He's there. He's underneath it. He makes the catch, and that is going to retire Kishi. We are going to take our Japanese halftime break. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left aboard. And if you look at it right now, that is 11 in a row retired by Manello. He doesn't look maybe overpowering, but he certainly gets the job done. We'll be back in just a few, but we're going to put the music on loop, and we'll come back in just a bit. Welcome back, everybody. We are in the top half of the sixth inning, and Taisi Makihara at the plate. He squares to bunt, drops it down. It's a good one, and he is going to reach safely. Oh, boy. It was a 1-0 pitch because we were a little bit late coming back from the break. So Muzukami came off the mound. He couldn't field it cleanly, and then he took too long to get rid of it, and that is going to be a base hit here for Makihara. And he is aboard with a single. That's going to bring up Yukio Shudo, who is 3 for 3 tonight. Just that slight little bobble. And we look at it. He popped it up into the air, and he wasn't able to come up with it, make the play. I think if he would have fielded it cleanly, he probably would have been able to retire Makihara. But tip your hat to Makihara. He really got down the line at a pretty good clip. Right-hander steps off the backside of the rubber, and Mizukami chases Makihara back. Shudo has raised his average to 360. He's 18 for 50 on the young season now. And here comes the pitch. It's a fastball that misses upstairs for a ball. One ball and no strikes to Shudo. Runner at first, Makihara. Nobody gone here in the sixth inning. Right-hander holding to the set position. Here comes the 1-0. As he kicks and fires, it's a fastball swung and lifted foul down the left field line. Count now goes to 1-1 on Shudo. I want to see how it is going to be when Moinello comes back out. Had a bit of a long break, as we said, between the fourth and the fifth, and then you got that extended break. And again, the right-hander Muzukami steps off the backside and feigns the throw to first base. So 1-1 here to Shudo. As the right-hander works himself to the set. Here comes the pitch. As he kicks and delivers, it's a breaking ball that misses down and in. Count now 2-1 to Shudo. Saitama Seibu Lions, record-wise so far on the year, they are at 6-6. Got off to a strong start, but there are picked to finish in the cellar in the Pacific League. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. Count is now 2-2. Still can't believe the Buffaloes are riding in the cellar. Hawks are perched up top of the heap as they are 8-4 coming into tonight's contest. The other surprise is the Chinichi Dragons at 7-3-2, sitting atop the Central League. Here comes the offering from the right-hander, who kicks and fires. It is a breaking ball that is lifted into the seats foul over on the third baseline. Count remains at 2-2 to Shudo. As right now in the Pacific League, the Hawks have the most home runs. They've got 7. They're followed closely by the Lions with 6. Stolen bases, it's the Hawks at the top of the heap with the Eagles in the second spot with 8 stolen bases. Hawks are hitting .249. That is the best batting average in the Pacific League. Unfortunately, the Buffalo is batting .199. I don't know if I saw that coming. Fastball that down and in to Shudo, makes him skip a little rope. Runs the count now to 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, right-hander leans in, gets his sign, and he's ready to go again. Our friend Trevor Parker said the Padres were $1,810 to win 180. They were down 7-4, and they came back and won in extra innings. Fastball swung on and grounded foul down the third base line. I have to tell you, I haven't checked on anything. I did see that the only thing I looked at was the Tigers. It's quite the move by the third base umpire to have to get out of the way there on the ball hit by Shudo. Troll says, Oryx keep blowing it. They go up early and can't finish. Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Buffaloes here. I know it's not the game that we have here, is we've got the Hawks and the Lions, but my beef with the Buffaloes is just the amount of lineup changes that the manager Nakajima continues to make. Here's the pitch. It is a fastball that misses inside. There goes the runner, but it looks like that's going to be ball 4. That is going to be a base on balls. Makihara was on the move. That's going to be a ball 4 to Shudo. That's going to put runners at first and second. That's going to bring up Kenta Imamiya. And you got to think in this situation, Imamiya's got to be thinking bunt. I'm starting to say about the Buffaloes, and I've been kind of talking about this over the last couple of streams that I've done, is that the manager Nakajima, every time I watch the Buffaloes, it's like they got a brand new lineup. You can't get any continuity. You can't get any regularity with your guys. When you're facing fastballs that are in the 90-mile-an-hour range, you want to be playing every single day. That gets your timing on. And I just look at the way that he rolls his lineups out. There's just way too many substitutions. When I look at the Hawks lineup is pretty much the same lineup rolled out almost all the time. Fastball misses down, and the count is a 1-0 to Imamiya. Our friend Troll says, he's like Dave Roberts. It's annoying. Yeah, absolutely it is. But, Dave Roberts doesn't make the lineup anymore. Like, it's the management who makes the lineup, and they send it down to the managers because they're into the analytics. And so they say, hey, this is the lineup you should roll out. I mean, hey, listen, it worked for Philadelphia last year. There's a fastball bunted. It's down. It's a good one. Racing out to field it is the catcher, Ferrucci. He throws to first. That's going to be a sacrifice. It's going to go in the books as a 2-4. It's going to advance Makihara to third. It also advances Shudo to second. That puts runners at second and third. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Yuki Yanagita. And it's also going to bring the infield in because they got to try to cut the runoff at the plate. It makes me wonder if there's ever an opportunity here to be able to score a run. Our friend Tunami13 says, as long as the Lions lose by less than 4 runs, he's happy with that. Well, this is where it's going to start to get dicey right now. Because one swing of the bat could be a 5-run ball game. And there's a breaking ball that misses inside the Yanagita. The count is 1-0. Charles Zaddy makes an interesting point. He says, the one thing that makes sports beautiful is that analytics can never calculate heart. And you're absolutely right on that. Here comes the 1-0 pitch as they've set up inside here on Yanagita. Fastball misses upstairs. The count is now 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. They have a ripe situation here, do the Hawks. They've got the runners at second and third with only 1 gone. Even a ground ball to the right side would, at least through the 4-hole, probably would get you a pair of runs. They do have the infield in. So here comes the 2-0. Breaking ball misses upstairs. The count now goes to 3-0. Troll says it's a long game and their bullpen's not the best. Yeah, over the last few years, the Saitama Seibu Lions have not had a great bullpen. He says Hawks might start running. Yeah, this is a little disappointing. I mean, Samita, he was basically an escape artist in his time on the mound at his 4 2/3. Here's the 3-0 offering. Fastball misses way outside. That's going to be ball 4. They should have just held the 4 fingers up. You could have faced Otake Yamakawa fresh. What point does Yamakawa stick the dagger into the heart of his old team? Now we got another Pride Alliance on the mound. I told that one before, but that's what it is. The pitching coach has come out to talk it up, and we've got the bases loaded here in this situation. I think if I was the Lions, I'd be playing halfway up the middle. Got to roll 2. You got the candidate at the plate to do it. And in fact, probably look to have my corners in as well. Our friend Troll says revenge alert. Now let's see what happens here. That's what I would say too. This is, you got the right guy on the mound, you got the right hitter at the plate, one swing of the bat, and you've got a 7-0 lead. So let's see how this works out. Here comes the first offering. There's a fastball that is swung on and missed. Oh boy, Yamakawa wanted to try to deposit that one into the seats. So no balls and 1 strike it is. Right-hander again leans in, gets the sign from his catcher. So Mizukami ready to go again. He works set to the belt. And the pitch is on the way. It is a breaking ball, waved at and missed. Count now goes to 0-2. Is this going to be back-to-back innings of Yamakawa not being able to come through? I'm sure it put a smile on the fans of the Lions' faces. So again, the right-hander Mizukami leans in and gets the sign from his catcher Ferrucci. And here comes the pitch. Now that time is called. Catcher jumped out and held up time for everybody to see. So we'll do this all over again. This game here has definitely taken a sign for the slow pace over here. It's this game has fallen behind. I think everybody else is further ahead in every single inning across the NPB at this point. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep left center field. And here comes your spoiler alert. There it is. It's going to go into the left center field row. It's going to be a grand slam for Yamakawa. He absolutely obliterates that. That's going to drive in 4 here. And there you have it. We were saying, when is this going to happen that he's going to step up here in front of his old home crowd and deposit a blast? That's the first he's had since opening night. It's going to increase the lead to 7-0. Yamakawa does the job, does the deed here. And that is going to bring up the left fielder, Kensuke Kondo. And the Lions fans are sitting in their seats dumbfounded. Only the second home run of the year by Yamakawa. That's going to bring Kondo to the plate. As Kondo strides to the plate, he is officially 1 for 2. He's got a walk in his 2 trips, a single, and he's knocked in a pair of runs. Our friend Troll definitely called that one ahead of time. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside, and the count is 1-0. Our friend Tsunami says he should have never have taken that 3.5, plus 3.5. Now he needs a miracle. Yeah, the way that Moinelo's been pitching, you're going to need a lot of miracles here. So 1 ball and no strikes to Kondo. The pitch on the way is a fastball that misses outside, and the count now goes to 2-0. Trivia question I don't have an answer to, and maybe somebody wants to try to find it, and that is when has there been a pitcher or a position player come in to pitch in the NPB, the latest one? Because that's what we're lining up for now. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, it's a fastball that drops in for a called strike. The count is 2-1 to Kondo. 7-0 Hawks here in the 6th inning. Is Cammy ready to go again as he gets his sign from the catcher? Furici, who ready to go. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball swung on, and it's lifted foul over on the third base side. The count goes to 2-2 on Kondo. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, the fans in Saitama, they're probably not very happy, and they're going to, if this score holds up, they will slide back behind or be below the 500 mark. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count remains at 2-2 to Kondo. Can't say they're not loyal, the fans of the Lions. When you walk on site, they've got I guess we would call it Seibu is the train company. And you can tour onto a vehicle as well there. It's kind of neat, almost like a streetcar-ish type tram thing. There's a breaking ball, waved that and missed. Kondo's in the books. He's gone for the second out of the inning. That's going to leave it all up to the DH, Adam Walker. Got to look at that pitch from the right-hander Mizukami, who threw a hanging breaking ball to Yamakawa, and that ball got deposited in the seats in a big hurry. Troll says this is probably going to help the Hawks get rolling on the season. Fastball that is swung on and fouled away. Count is 0-1. Yeah, I think so. As I say, as we're talking here, a little surprised that the Buffaloes just getting railroaded as they are right now. Yeah, the pitch to Walker, it's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep left center field. Moving back on it is Kishi, but he's got room to make the catch, and that is going to do it. Walker in the books for the third out of the inning. But there's been damage done. 4 runs in the inning on the grand slam by Hotake Yamakawa. On the benefit of only 2 hits. There was no errors, and there was nobody left aboard. Your score as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning, it is the Hawks 7. The Lions, no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with all the rest of it. I'll give you some out-of-town scores when we return in just a few. Appreciate you guys for being with us here tonight on the Last Drafts Baseball YouTube channel. Hang tight. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Well, it's the Grand Slam by Hotake Yamakawa, who has extended the lead for the Fukuoka Ball Club as they are now up 7-0 here as we move to the bottom of the sixth. It is going to be the catcher who came in to replace Yuta Koga. That means Takuro Furuichi. And it'll be Takeyoshi Yamamura and the top of the order, Franchi Cordero, to get things going here. And the first pitch is a fastball swung on. It is lifted into right field. Camping over underneath it is Yanagita, and that is going to retire Furuichi for the first out of the inning. One up and one away, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Takeyashi Yamamura. For Yamamura, tonight he is 0 for 1. He struck out looking his first time up. As Moinello rocks and delivers, it is a breaking ball, waved at and missed. The count is quickly 0-1. And the pitch is a fastball swung on. It's lined into center field. Base hit there for Yamamura. So he's aboard with a 1-out single. That'll bring up the top of the order in Franchi Cordero. Started to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard as there has been some movement. The Carp have a 2-1 lead in the top of the seventh inning over the Giants. We picked the Carp to be I picked the Carp tonight to be our top team or the team to win for us. We'll have to double check on that one. Or did I pick I took the best pick as the Buffaloes. The Buffaloes tonight are putting it to the Fighters. They're up 5-0. So no balls and one strike to Franchi Cordero as he fouled that first one away. Cordero batting 196 now on the early going as the left-hander Moinello kicks and delivers. Breaking ball waved at and missed. The count now goes to 0-2. I'd give him the same pitch again. Other scores from around the NPB. 4-2, the Swallows have taken the lead over the Bay Stars. Bay Stars were winning 2-0 there, and then it flipped the other side. Same thing, Dragons have turned the table on the Tigers. They have a 4-2 lead. There's a breaking ball, swung on and missed, and that's going to put Cordero in the books for out number 2. Leaves it all up to the shortstop, Sosuke Genda. Eagles Marines tied at 1. That's in the top of the 8th inning at the Rakuten Mobile Park, Miyagi. As we said, it's 5-0 for the Buffaloes over the Fighters. That was our best pick of the night. So here comes the offering from Moinello. It's a breaking ball that misses down and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Genda. See lefty Moinello holding to the set. He kicks and delivers. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. Count goes even at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Lefty Moinello working himself to the set position. And here comes the 1-1. Fastball swung on and lifted, foul down the left field line. Count now goes to 1-2. Can't say this game has particularly sped along. Had its moments. Certainly Moinello has had his moments. He had retired 12 in a row before allowing that hit to Yamamura. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away. It's going to catch Takuya Kai in a really strange spot. Count remains at 1-2. Waiting on deck is the second baseman, Tonosaki. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Trying to shake out the cobwebs here as this game here. Got to get a little nap in before we get up at 6 in the next morning. Here comes the breaking ball that misses down. It's now 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reminder, we'll be back on the airwaves tomorrow for Roki Sasaki, as he is going to be in the ball game tomorrow. There was a fastball swung on and lifted foul. That's how we had approached it. We were hoping that that would be the case, as we'll do the Marines and the Eagles tomorrow night. Forecast looks like it's supposed to be pretty good. So we'll see how that shapes up for us. So lefty-lefty battle here as Moinello works set. Here comes the 2-2 to Genda. Delivers. Breaking ball. Taken for a called third strike. I don't know what he was looking at, but Genda's gone down for excessive window shopping. He's gone for the third out of the inning. No runs in the inning. There was a hit. There was no errors, and there was one runner left aboard. We are now through 2/3 of the ball game, 6 complete. Your score is the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks 7, Saitama Seibu Lions 3. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with all the action in just a few. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us on the Last Rounds Baseball YouTube channel.
Hello? Oh, hey. Yep. I'm just sitting here listening to Freddie call another game here on YouTube. Oh, yeah, going really good. He's calling a great game. Really exciting. Lots of stuff going on. You're lucky it's commercial break right now. I got a second. Oh, yeah, of course I'm having a cold one. Oh, yeah, got plenty of videos coming up this week. You should stop in. Check them out. Leave a like, tell other people. But Freddie's coming back. I got to go catch the game. I will check in with you later. You have a good night, buddy. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be number 58 coming in for the Lions. This is check that. I call it Hasegawa, but it's not. It's actually Nakamura. So Yuta Nakamura on in relief. Making his second appearance of the year, he's pitched one inning, allowed one hit. And he has an ERA of nothing. So Yuta Nakamura taking over here. He'll be the third pitcher used tonight by the Lions. So he is the right-hander in the ball game now. Here comes the first offering. There's a fastball that misses inside. Count is 1-0 to Ryoya Kurihara. And here comes the 1-0. Fastball swung on. It is grounded foul just past the bag at first base. Runs the count even to 1-1. Be curious. Sometimes I see on ESPN that they have the odds of teams making a comeback and what that would be. I'll be curious to know what the odds for the Lions would be, or their win probability as well. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside, and the count now goes to 2-1. So we said Carp have a 2-1 lead. 5-2 now for the Swallows over the Bay Stars. Dragons are up now 4-2 on the Tigers. There's a fastball swung on. It's grounded over to first. Aguiar fields it. He's going to underhand it, flip to the pitcher covering, and that's going to go as a ground out 1-3. One gone in the books, and that will bring up a catcher, Takuya Kai. Looked like that Aguiar got his cleats caught or his spikes, whatever he's wearing. I don't know if he's got molded or if he's got running shoe type surface. Here comes the first offering to Kai. Fastball swung on it, is lifted over on the left side of the infield. Moving over underneath it is Genda, who makes the catch. Puts Kai away on a ground it or on a pop out to the shortstop. He's gone for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Taisi Makihara. Well, for Makihara today, he is 1 for 3. He had a bunt single, get the party started going in the 6th inning, and he came around to score the 4th run of the ball game for the Fukuoka Ball Club. And here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on and lifted foul down the third base line. The count is 0-1. Hardest thing is the eyes are already heavy, and it's hard to keep the eyes up. Watching this one here as we got ourselves a 7-run spread right now. There's a breaking ball swung on. This is grounded over to Aguiar. He fields it. He throws to the pitcher covering on the run. It's going to go in the books as a ground out, 3-1. That is going to do it here in the top half of the 7th inning. Hawks go quietly. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left the board. We're moving to the bottom of the 7th. The score is the Hawks 7 and the Lions no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few after this.
Hello, guys. Thank you for joining Freddie here on his baseball game. And I'm Steve Rademacher, and my channel is really all about everybody, including all my international friends. We have such stuff as non-sport packs from Canada, the OP cheese. We have the Greek Freak. We have money from around the world. We have lira. We have yen. We have francs. We have pounds. We have Deutschmarks. We have all kinds of cool stuff like that. We even have some cooler things like Japanese women wrestlers and OPC baseball cards where I cannot read the back. We even have unopened material like the royal family, I know it's backwards, from London, England. Thank you for watching. Back to Freddie.
Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the bottom half of the 7th inning. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters to come to bat. Tonosaki, Aguiar, and Kuriyama to hit here for the Lions in inning number 7. Well, Tonosaki steps in. Pitch number 71 on the way from Moinello's a breaking ball that misses outside. Count is quickly 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. Lefty delivers again. Slow breaking ball that misses down, and the count goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Ivan Moinello has been brilliant in his first 6 innings of work as he delivers to Tonosaki. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. Count now goes to 2-1. Only 2 runs allowed in the first 14 innings of work this year by Moinello. But he is in search of his first victory here tonight. There's a breaking ball waved at and missed. Count goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Moinello rocking into the windup, and he kicks and he fires. Breaking ball swung on it, is lifted into right field. Moving over underneath it and making the catch is Yanagita, and that is going to retire Tonosaki for the first out of the inning. 1 up and 1 away. When you look at the outs so far here, they've only had 1 base runner since they rolled that double play back in the second inning. First pitch breaking ball that misses down, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to Aguiar. Aguiar today has struck out and he has lined to center. As the pitch on the way, it's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is 1-1. I have to tell you, I got to get the toothpicks out to keep the eyelids up. It's been a little bit of a struggle here. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken at the knees for a called strike. The count is 1-2. Our friend Tanami says the money line for the Lions is not even available. Fastball misses inside. It's now 2-2 to Aguiar. Yeah, I would have to agree with you. I think we can pretty much start reading the last rites to the Lions if they can't find a way to get some runs in this half inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses down. It's now 3-2 to Aguiar. Curious to know what the pitch count for Moinello might be tonight. He's at 80 now. Do they stretch him out a little bit more, or do they finish him off here? Here's the 3-2. Fastball misses down. It's ball 4 to Jesus Aguiar, and that's going to bring up the DH, Takumi Kuriyama. So Kuriyama strides to the plate. He's 1 for 2 tonight. He's got a single and 2 trips. He's also grounded out to second. He's raised his season average up to 214. As the left-hander Moinello ready to go to work here. Here comes the offering. Pitch is a breaking ball that just misses inside. The count is 1-0. Home plate umpire has been quite theatrical tonight. Not sure I'm a big fan of his zone, though. 1-0 on the way. It's a breaking ball that misses down and in, and it's now 2-0. Kind of the first sign that Moinello has shown some issues with his command tonight. He walked the previous hitter, Aguiar, and here he is on his way to walking another one back-to-back here in Kuriyama. Here comes the 2-0. And there is a fastball that misses. The count is now 3-0. Our friend Tanami says, I get you being tired. I dozed off last stream. Woke back up when someone got a run. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do that for you guys. There's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is now 3-1. Sometimes you got to fight the good fight a little bit here. Tomorrow night before the game with Roki, you'll be able to get a good nap in, and thought about even calling an MLB game earlier in the day, but I don't think that's going to happen. I got a busy day on the Sunday. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Pitch on the way. It is a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count now goes to 3-2. And Kuriyama is going to get himself a new bat and come back with a new war stick ready to battle again against the starter Moinello. So here comes the 3-2 pitch as the lefty works to the set. Now he kicks and fires. Fastball swung on. It's going to be lifted foul down the left field line. Count remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the lefty ready to go again. Here comes the offering to Kuriyama as Moinello holds to the set. And now he kicks and fires. Fastball taken for a called third strike. Oh, Kuriyama stood there like the house by the side of the road. He watched it go by for the second out of the inning. Big strikeout there by Moinello. And by my books here tonight, if I'm doing it correctly, that would be Number 5 in the books tonight for Levon Moinello. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Ryusi Sato, who is 0 for 2 this evening. Sato here grounded into a double play and struck out looking his 2 times up. And the first pitch is a breaking ball that misses down and in. Count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. Moinello holds to the set. Here comes the pitch. Kicks and fires. Fastball taken at the knees for a called strike. Not sure that Sato shared the same agreement. That was pitch number 90 tonight from Moinello. I have a feeling that this could be his last inning. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the offering from the lefty. And the pitch is on the way. It's a fastball swung on it. Is popped up. And it looks like it's playable over on the first base side. There is the star tonight, Yamakawa. He makes the catch, and that is going to do it. No runs in the inning. There was no hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left aboard. We're now moving to the top of the 8th inning. Your score is the Hawks 7 and the Lions no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a bit with all the action. Appreciate you guys for being here with us tonight and hanging in here with us as long as you possibly can. I'll be right back after this. Or maybe that. Welcome back, everybody. It looks like the pitching parade is going to continue here for the Saitama Seibu Lions. They're going to number 70. And as we take a look to see who this is going to be Taishi Mamita, as he is coming in to work the 8th inning. ERA of 7.36. He has been roughed up a couple of times. So Taishi Mamita on in relief. So we're certainly not getting the high-end leverage relievers for the Saitama Seibu Lion Ball Club. He is going to be facing the top of the order in Yukio Shudo, Kenta Imamiya, and Yuki Yanagita. And he first pitches a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Yukio Shudo has reached base every single time he's come to bat. He's got 3 singles, and he's got a base on balls. There's a fastball that is taken for a strike. The count is now 0-2. Right-hander looking to dispose of Shudo for the first time tonight. There's a fastball that rides up and in. It backs the hitter off of the plate. The count now goes to 1-2 on Shudo. Four-seamer right up around the head. It's a very, very dangerous pitch. Here comes the 1-2. As he kicks and delivers, it's a fastball chop foul over on the first base side. The count now goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes it is to the left-handed hitting center fielder of the Hawks. So here comes the 1-2 pitch as the right-hander kicks and delivers. It's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into left field. This ball is going to bleed down, and it almost squirts by Franchy Cordero. So that's going to be the 5th time tonight that Shudo is aboard. That's his 4th hit of the ball game. Let's see if they are going to put him in motion here, or if 7 runs is enough to call off the Dogs. Just laughing about Tsunami there, saying that he dozed off in the last stream, and then next thing you know, woke up when somebody scored a run. That's good timing. Well, we do have a pinch hitter here for Imamiya. As they are going to the bench, it is going to be number 7. This is Akira Nakamura. He takes a first pitch fastball down for a ball. So Akira Nakamura into pinch hit for Kenta Imamiya. And they pitch on the way. It's a fastball that also misses down. So 2 balls and no strikes to Nakamura. Our friend Tsunami says it seems like the Lions have given up. Well, there's not a lot of fight in that offense. The at-bats are not very good. There's a fastball taken for a strike. We sometimes see this. Can they use it as productive at-bats? Can they battle their way back in the ball game? And it's really not been that way the whole night. Fastball swung on and lifted foul into the netting. Lions score 7-10-0 for the Hawks, 0-3-0 for the Lions. They've had a couple of hard hit balls, and after that, it's been far and few between. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and grounded foul over on the first base side. Count is going to remain at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Akira Nakamura. Right-hander leans in, gets the sign. He works set to the belt. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on, chopped over the head of the pitcher. And the ball's got eyes. It gets into center field. But the base runner, Shudo, had thought better of it. He originally thought he might take off to third. But now he scampers back to second. So it's going to be a base hit. That's going to put runners at first and second with nobody out, and it's going to bring up the right fielder, Yuki Yanagita. Not a bad piece of hitting there by Nakamura. Stayed through the ball, chopped it over the pitcher's head into center field. So Yanagita stepping to the plate with Shudo at second and Nakamura at first. So Yanagita tonight is officially 1 for 2 as he takes a first pitch for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Had a double in the first inning, driving in a run. He's walked a couple of times and scored a run, and he has struck out in his other trip to the plate. And here's the pitch. It's a fastball that misses upstairs. Count goes even to 1-1. If I was a betting man, I would probably say that Moinello is going to be done for the night. I don't know if I see him coming back out for inning number 8 with a 7-run healthy lead. So here comes the 1-1 pitch. As the righty delivers, it's a fastball that just misses inside. Count now goes to 2-1 on Yanagita. Although maybe what they would do is they would consider maybe bringing him back for one more inning. I just can't see it. He's up over 90 pitches. So here comes the 2-1 pitch as the right-hander holds set. And the pitch on the way, it's a fastball that misses down. It's now 3-1 to Yanagita. Other than scoreboard watching right now across the NPB, that's what we have left in this one. 2-1, bottom of the 8th inning. Carp have the lead over the Giants. There's a fastball that misses upstairs, and that is going to be ball 4. That's going to load the bases. I wonder what the last time, I wonder if Troll's still around here. What is the last time somebody's hit 2 grand slams in a game in the NPB? Because here is Otaki Yamakawa coming to the plate. And of course, Yamakawa with the big blow back in the 6th inning to blow this thing apart. He's officially 2 for 3. Or check that, 1 for 4 today. He's got the home run. And everything else has been a lot of nothing. So let's see what the big fella can do here. As the right-hander works himself to the belt. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him. Fastball taken for a called strike. Count is 0-1 here to Yamakawa. Bases full of Eagles, or bases full of Eagles, full of Hawks. Eagles are tomorrow night. So are the Marines. Hope you can be there with us for the 9 o'clock Pacific or midnight Eastern time ball game. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. As again, the right-hander delivers. Fastball swung on. This ball is belted into deep left field. If this ball stays fair, it's trouble. And this one is gone. There you have it. A second grand slam for Otaki Yamakawa. Unbelievable. He's got 8 runs driven in here tonight. Increases the scoreline to 11-0. Wow. So 2 grand slams off the bat of Otaki Yamakawa has extended the lead to 11-0. And there's still nobody out here in the 8th inning. So high fives all the way around. A little bit of retribution there for Yamakawa. See, I knew it. Unbelievable. Yeah, and Troll says major revenge alert. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1 to Kondo. Our friend Tanami says he won some money back. Well, that's good. He took the 8.5 in this one. Fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line into the netting. Count now goes to 0-2. 11 bagel for the Hawks. I have to wonder when the last time I've been on a game that has been this lopsided. I remember doing a Fukuoka game that was like 15 or 16 runs. There was a breaking ball, waved that and missed. Kondo gone on strikes. He's done for the first out of the inning. So he is in the books, and that is going to bring up, slated to bring up the DH Adam Walker. But it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. It's going to be number 31 coming into pinch hit. The first pitch is a fastball that misses upstairs. Tomoya Masaki on to pinch hit here for Adam Walker. Fastball swung on, popped up over down the third baseline in foul territory. Coming in is Sato. He's there and he makes the catch. So that was a bit of an unproductive at bat here by the replacement. So Tomoya Masaki gone. So at this point in time, don't get your regulars hurt. And by the looks of it, we may see Moinello for the 8th. He's up and throwing in front of the dugout. So that is a bit of an eyebrow raiser for me. There's a fastball that is swung on and missed, and the count is quickly 0-1. Tonight, Ryoya Kurihara is 0 for 3 and a walk. .093 batting average on the season. Troll says, what a crazy game. 2 grand slams by the same hitter. There's a breaking ball that misses up, and the count now goes to 1-1. Makes you wonder if he kind of got a cookie on that one. So here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball swung on. Hit to deep right field, but right center field moving over is Kishi. He's there to make the catch. Kurihara is going to be retired for the 3rd out of the inning. And that is going to do it here. But more damage done by the Hawks. 4 runs in the inning on the benefit of 3 hits. Big blow, the grand slam by Otaki Yamakawa. There was no errors, and there was nobody left aboard. Your score as we move to the bottom half of the 8th inning. It is an 11-0 ball game here for the Hawks. We'll be back in just a few. I'm going to go get myself another cup of coffee. Hopefully we can do that and stay awake here for a little bit longer. We'll be right back. The bottom of the 8th, about to show up here in a moment on your screen. Well, we got some changes defensively, and we're going to have to get those ones caught up for you in just a bit, as the Hawks have made some defensive replacements, but we are going to see the 7, 8, and 9 hitters come against Levon Moinello, who is out for inning number 8. This will be Kishi, then it'll be Ferrucci, and then Yamamura slated to face the lefty. First pitch is a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count is 1-0. I think if I'm the home plate umpire, I'm raising that right hand pretty frequently now. As the lefty delivers, it is a fastball that misses low, and the count goes to 2-0. I mean, hey, if Angel Hernandez can do it at the big league level, why not here? I guess Wyatt Langford tonight got worked over pretty good by good old Angel. Welcome to the big leagues, Wyatt. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted in deep right field. Moving back on it and making the catch on the warning track is the replacement for Yuki Yanagita. And by our accounts there, that looked like it was number 61. That was Yuto Kawamura. And so he is going to retire Kishi for the 1st out of the inning. 1 gone here, and that is going to bring up the catcher, Takuro Ferrucci, as he is going to make his 2nd appearance hitting tonight. And there's a first pitch fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Ferrucci batting from the right side against the lefty Moinello. And there's the pitch. It's a fastball swung on. This ball is hit into deep right field. Very similar spot. Very similar play. As the right fielder, Kawamura, is going to put that one away for the 2nd out of the inning. Must be thinking that was instant replay. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Takeyoshi Yamamura. Well, the Lions are pretty quiet on their bench. As Moinello approaches the 100 pitch mark, there's a first pitch fastball swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. 1 for 2 tonight for the rookie of the Lions. There's a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike. The count is now 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes as Moinello rocks into the windup. And he delivers. It is a breaking ball swung on, tapped over to short. And they throw to first, and that is going to retire Yamamura. He's going to go in the books as a ground out, 6-3. Well, that's going to do it here in the 8th inning. There was no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. We're now through 8 complete, and you got to believe there's one more pitching change coming here from Kazmatsui. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 hitters to come to bat. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us. We'll be right back after this. We've got another pitching change on our hands here, and we got our friends who are listening in or still listening in. Our friend Troll Zaddy says, biggest fan interference ever in a carp game. Gonna have to get a look at that one. It's gonna be Itugawa coming in on in relief as he's getting his tune-up tosses done. Tunami says, do you think there's going to be another before this one ends? I don't think so. I think we're going to see a series of pinch hitters here. I don't think they're going to get a run here, are the Hawks, if you ask me. Troll says, never bet 3 times in one game. Yeah, that might be a good rule to live by. So Itogawa coming on in relief. This is Ryota Itogawa, as he will be facing the Hawks hitters here. As we said, it's 8, 9, and 1. It's supposed to be Kai, Makihara, and Shudo, but we'll see about that. Looks like it is Takuya Kai still coming back. I would have thought they might have pinched hit for him, especially with a 11-run lead. So Itogawa delivers a first pitch breaking ball that misses down. Count is quickly 1-0 to Kai. Kai today has doubled in his 4 trips. Batting here against the right-hander Itogawa. Fastball misses outside. The count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. So Troll says he would say no. That is for sure. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, popped up in the infield, moving over underneath it is Sato. He's got room. He makes the catch. And that is going to retire Kai for the first out of the 9th inning. When this game is done, we'll wrap it up and we'll try to give you some of the out-of-town scoreboard as the games across the NPB are reaching their twilights. Unfortunately, the Carp are now 2-2 with the Giants in the bottom of the 8th inning. Looking at ours, the match in Osaka is over as the Buffaloes did beat the Fighters. First pitch breaking ball swung on and missed, and the count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. This doesn't quite look like Makihara, or is it? Pinch hitter for Makihara here. Looks like it's number 69. This is going to be Keisuke Nakata. And he pitches a split finger pitch, swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. benefit with Mainello on the mound. It gets you to get a well-rested bullpen. There's a fastball that misses down, and the count is now 2-2. And then they've got all guns blazing for tomorrow night. And here's the pitch. It's a fastball that misses upstairs. It's now 3-2 to Nakata. Troll says they're going to try to stay healthy and end this. He sent his Buffs and Hawks parlay with the hit. Here comes the 3-2 pitch as the right-hander holds to the set and delivers. Fastball that is lifted foul down the left field line. Count remains at 3-2. He says, take the Hawks heavy tomorrow. Taking a look at the pitching matchup in this series. There's a fastball that misses way upstairs. And Nakata's going to get himself a one-out walk. That'll bring up the top of the order in Yukio Shudo. Here's another quirky fact in this one as Shudo comes to bat here, or he's slated to come to bat. He's reached base all 5 times. He's got 4 hits and a walk. He's able to reach here. I wonder the last time somebody reached base 6 times in a game. Obviously, it would be this one here. And it's going to be Atsu versus Takahashi tomorrow. I like Atsu. First pitch breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1 to Shudo. Shudo's raised his season average to 373. He's been on fire since the opening series. Slow breaking ball drops in for a called strike, and the count now goes to 0-2. This would be almost an impossible candidate to double up. Well, they do have a right-hander up and throwing in the SoftBank bullpen. As the right-hander delivers, there's a breaking ball swung on and fouled away, and the count remains at 0-2. I wonder if the Buffaloes can win another game tomorrow. That will be an interesting one. It'll be Castillo against Nemoto. So here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball that misses down, and the count now goes to 1-2. One of the frustrating things I find about the Japanese league is you don't know what the starting pitcher is until the day before. Love to know what the series of matchups would be. At least 1, 2, and 3. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball misses outside. It's now 2-2 to Shudo. Troll says, yeah, play the Hawks heavy because they'll have a full pen tomorrow. Yeah, you're absolutely right on that. And there's a fastball swung on. This ball is belted into the netting down the left field line. Count remains at 2-2. I remember sitting down the left field line, and you got the netting. You don't really see the netting. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. As the right-hander works to the set and delivers. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into left field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Shudo 5 for 5 and a walk tonight. Have yourself a season so far, Yukio. So stopping at second is Nakata. They play a little bit of station-to-station baseball. One of the stats that I would say that a lot of people talk about is OPS, on base plus slugging, but it doesn't take into effect base stealers, as we've got Nakamura striding to plate here. And the first pitch is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Nakamura did hit his last time up, and he had a single. Came around on the home run by Yamakawa, the grand slam, the second one of the game. There's a fastball swung on. This ball's lifted in straightaway center field. Kishi's there. He makes the catch. That is going to retire Nakamura for the second out of the inning. He's gone for out number 2, and it's going to leave it all up. Well, it's supposed to leave it up to Yuki Yanagita, but he's not going to be coming up. But it is his spot in the batting order. So this looks like it's going to be Kawamura. So Yuto Kawamura striding to the plate. The rookie this year has 4 plate appearances. He's got himself 1 hit. There's a breaking ball that is waved at and fouled away. Count is 0-1 here to the left-handed hitting Yuto Kawamura. There's the pitch. It's a fastball that misses down and away, and the count goes even to 1-1. So action in the Hawks bullpen. It looks like Mainello's day is done. Won't get an opportunity to close it out in 9 innings himself. There's a pitch that's a breaking ball that misses up and away, and the count now goes to 2-1 on Kawamura. 2 gone here in the 9th. Runner at first and second. Mikado, the runner at second. Shuto is at first. And here comes the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and grounded foul just past the bag at first base. Make the score line 2 and make it 2 balls and 2 strikes here to the pinch hitter Kawamura. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. As the right-hander holds and delivers, there is a breaking ball waved at and missed. That is going to do it as Kawamura goes into the books. He's gone for out number 3. No runs in the inning. There was a hit. There was no errors, and there was 2 runners left aboard. We're moving to the bottom of the 9th inning. We got ourselves a pitching change coming up here for the Hawks. We'll be right back in just a few. Close this one out for you, everybody. It has been a bit of a chore tonight, but the highlight of the night, 2 grand slams off the bat of Hotake Yamakawa. It is a sort of homecoming game against the Lions. We'll be right back in just a few. Well, we got a new pitcher. It's going to be Murata coming in for the Hawks. We'll get you all the specs when we come back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for listening in here with us tonight. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the top of the order coming to bat here to face the right-hander. This is Kenichi Murata. Murata now entering the game for Levon Bonello, who went 8 stellar innings, only allowing 3 hits, no runs in his time at work. So it is Murata coming in. He's going to be facing Franchi Cordero, who is 0 for 3 tonight. He struck out twice and has flown to right. So Cordero ready to face the right-hander. And the first pitch on the way, it's a fastball that misses down and in. The count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to Cordero. Cordero definitely, as we talked about before, can really fill out a uniform. Be very interesting to see how he performs in the NPB. Fastball that's taken for a called strike, and the count now goes to 1 ball and 1 strike to Cordero. We're about ready to land the plane here as we're in the bottom of the 9th inning. 11-0 Hawks lead. Fastball misses down. The count now goes to 2-1. Right-hander holds to the set. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses down. The count is now 3-1. That would kind of bug me if I was a starting pitcher, if they ended up losing a shutout here. Could get on my ire. I think the team would want to try to do it too. You certainly don't want to walk the leadoff batter. And here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, grounded softly over to short. Throws to first, and they're going to get Cordero on a ground out 6-3. So 1 gone here in the 9th inning. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Sosuke Genda. So for Genda, he is 0 for 3 tonight. Grounded to the first baseman. He has flown to left and struck out looking. Averages dipped to 268 on the campaign. And the first pitch on the way, it's a breaking ball that just misses low from Murata, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes it is. Fastball misses down, and the count goes to 2-0. Our friend Troll said that the Buffaloes are not off to the start. He thought, yeah, absolutely. They were going into tonight's game anchored in the last place in the Pacific League. And the 2-0 on the way. It's a fastball swung on. This ball is belted into deep right center field, giving chase, and watching it get down is Shudo. He picks it off the wall, and cruising into second base with a double is Genda. So a 1-out double for Genda, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, Shuda Tonosaki. So a little bit too little, too late here. Top of the 9th inning. Genda, who's not known for his pop and power, absolutely scorched that one. Right into the pull cap in right center field. So the runner at second is Genda. 1 gone here in the 9th, and Tonosaki stepping to the plate. Tanami says, just get a run here. And they might. First pitch is a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to Tonosaki. This is the game that just won't die. Carries on, carries on. So the right-hander now, Murata delivers fastball that just misses down and away, and the count is now 2-0. So we do have some extra inning affairs. The only game that is a final is the Dragons beat the Tigers 5-2. So the Dragons continue to play well. There's a fastball that misses up. 3-0 to Tonosaki. I just don't know why you don't put the 4 fingers up and walk them so you can get the double play potential as Jesus Aguiar looming on deck. A steady diet of breaking balls to Aguiar. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. It's now 3-1 to Tonosaki. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Aguiar waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, grounded to the left side of the infield. Fielded by the third baseman, Curry Hart. He throws to first. That's going to retire Tosaki. Ground out 5-3. He's gone for out number 2, but on the throw, the runner at second ended up going to third. So Genda makes it safely into third, and that's going to bring up, we're scheduled to bring up Jesus Aguiar. So runner at third is Genda. It's going to bring Aguiar to the plate. Aguiar tonight 0 for 2. He has struck out, he has flown to center, and he has walked in his 3 trips. Season average has dropped down to 240. First pitch fastball carves the plate in half. It's quickly 0-1. Our friend Tanami's still looking for that run here. So no balls and 1 strike. There's a fastball that just misses low. If the home plate umpire wanted to go up with the right hand, we'd be leaving here a little bit quicker, but not to our liking. So 1 ball and 1 strike. As the right-hander Murata kicks and delivers, it is a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep left field, giving chase. This ball could be trouble, and this ball is gone. A home run as Aguiar has deposited his first homer of the year, a 2-run shot. And that is going to break the ice, and there goes your shutout. So our friend Tanami says yes, as that was what he was waiting for. Well, congratulations, Tanami. Anytime that happens, we got to give you the props. So a 2-run shot. The crowd is cheering. It's the one thing I got to like about Japanese baseball. They are always cheering. They were down to their last out there. There was 2 gone here in the inning. Aguiar able to come through for Tanami. That is going to bring up Takumi Kuriyama to the plate. And the first pitch to Kuriyama is a breaking ball missing inside. Count is 1-0. So 11-2 now. The Hawks have the lead. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted to deep right field, but not going to be deep enough. That ball is going to be hauled in for the 3rd out of the inning, but they got a couple of runs for a consolation prize here in the 9th. There were 2 runs in the inning on the benefit of 2 hits. There's no errors, and there was nobody left aboard. And your final score was the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks 11 and the Saitama Seibu Lions 2. We'll be back to wrap this one up in just a couple of moments. We appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to do a quick roundup just around the NPB tonight, and then we're going to call this one a night. The big highlight here in this one was the back-to-back at-bat grand slams by Otake Yamakawa. He drove in 8 of the runs here tonight. To mention that Yukio Shuda was 5 for 5 and a walk. That's pretty impressive as well. 11-13-0 for the Hawks. 2-5-0 for the Lions. That was your line score in this one. We'll look at the Central League match over between the Dragons and the Tigers. 5-2, the Dragons won that one. Another match that is a final, it is the Swallows over the Bay Stars 5-2, and that one, that also is a final. Carp and Giants locked at 2s in the bottom of the 9th inning. Also, the bottom of the 9th inning in the Pacific League, the Marines and the Eagles are tied at 2. Buffaloes have beaten the Fighters 5-1, and the game we called here tonight, the Lions lost 11-2 to the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. Once again, everybody, appreciate your patience and listening tonight. Tanami, Trolls, Zaddy, everybody else who stuck it out with us tonight right to the end. We appreciate you guys as well in this blowout. Have a great night, everybody. We will see you guys again tomorrow, as it'll be Hiroki Sasaki on the hill. Hopefully you can join us for that. Have a great night, everybody.